on how our audience today should think of rebooting their compliance program in 2024? What are those things that they should start embarking and thinking about?
I strongly believe that any good compliance framework or good compliance program consists of two elements. One is uh, internal and one is external environment. So internal, if you talk about, this is about compliance culture, which Kavita talked about. In Max, we used to run various kind of compliance programs, weekly compliance weeks. We used to celebrate, and we used to tell them, and there was a punchline that compliance is our responsibility. It's not only compliance team's responsibility to maintain or adhere to compliances and make sure the company is compliant, but it is everyone's responsibility in the company to make sure that we are compliant. And this compliance culture can come only when you spread awareness about various regulations which are coming. Once the new regulation or guideline or circular has come in, you need to sit with the relevant teams. You need to make them understand the changes which have come in. You need to make sure that the implementation is in the correct way. They are not interpreting the regulations in their own convenient way, and you have to discuss with them at length, and then make sure that this is implemented in the right way by doing a compliance review even after 6 months of implementation. So this way you can ensure that everything is running as you envisaged, and there is nothing which is deviating, and you can then with guarantee or with surety you can stand with in front of anyone, be it board or be it stakeholders or promoters, that our company is compliant. So this is the kind of confidence you will get once you have internal compliance culture spread within the organization, and you are sure that compliance is taken as everyone's responsibility. The other one is external
So,
environment, which we
you
talked
mentioned
about.
one thing very interesting, the compliance week ka concept.
Yes.
Do you want to expand on that? What kind of event was that, or similar events that you were doing? How can our audience and viewers learn
Yeah.
from stuff like that?
So we used to declare, one full week as compliance week. We used to run various kind of programs. For example, a message from top management that how why compliance is important in everyone's life. Then on the second day, we can, for example, go to the floors and talk to the people and run a kind of questionnaire with gifts, giving them, which was basically on their specific area, be it AML, be it outsourcing, be it regulatory reporting. Ask various common questions related to compliance, and engage them. And then on day 3, you run various kind of emailers related to various kind of new compliances which have come in, various kind of changes which regulator has brought in. So this kind of 5-day kind of a program which we used to run within the organization to engage everyone within the organization, and we used to call it a compliance week. This way, external, I was talking about external environment. We talked at length that how we can make sure that each and every regulation which has come in from the regulator, be it statutory or regulatory, has been understood in a correct way. If in case of any doubt in the language written by the regulator, we go to the law firms, or internally or externally to our legal teams, and discuss with them why what exactly this line means. And to ensure as a compliance officer that this is implemented in the correct way, if required, you go to various peer insurers, ask them what they understood about from that particular clause. Once you are clear, then you go to your internal functions and disseminate the new regulation to them. Then obviously, as I mentioned, that after a period or so, you go and take data from them, and check whether they have implemented that in the correct way, correct sense. They have not taken any kind of interpretation on their own. And obviously, with the help of the tool which we are talking about, assign them the task coming out of such regulations. Ask them to give a declaration, whether it basis the frequency which is defined in the regulations, be it quarterly, daily, monthly, or whatever. And once they attach the files, relevant files, and give their comments that they are compliant to each and every regulation, then obviously you go back to the board in a quarterly meeting and give your declarations.